Over the years, the EDC knife space has only grown increasingly competitive as more and more blade makers attempt to get a piece of the pocketable pie. It's created an ever-crowded environment in which there are specialized cutting tools fit for every kind of enthusiast. So, whether you're a card-carrying, tactical expert or a grizzly, adventure-going outdoorsman, more likely than not, there's a knife for you. Ultimately, however, there have to be blades that are better in the broadness of their appeal. With this in mind, we've looked to find the best EDC knives on the market today, paying careful attention to things like materials, construction, and design. Accordingly, we've rounded up a good knife for the budget-minded enthusiast, a better knife for those after an upgrade, and a best knife for when money is no object. Pricing information can be found in the description, but be sure to stick around until after. We couldn't cap our picks to just 3. Kicking things off is our good pick, the Kershaw Cryo, a blade originally conceived in collaboration with renowned designer Rick Hinderer back in 2012. Upon its release, the knife was a monumental success, immediately racking up accolades from across the EDC community world over. Now, nearly a decade later, the Cryo remains just as, if not more, relevant than it was at the time of its debut. And it's for good reason. Boasting a timeless, drop-point design, a durable, no-nonsense construction, and a compact, pocket-friendly size, it's a knife that serves as the ideal gateway into the vastness that is the EDC space. As affordable in price as it is versatile in use, the Cryo is undoubtedly the best budget-friendly, bang-for-your-buck knife you can buy. Coming in at 2.75 inches long, the blade is forged from a robust 8CR13 MOV steel, an ideal material for a dependable daily workhorse. That's because along with offering superior long-term edge holding, it also makes for an incredibly strong and hard-wearing knife. Coated in matte gray titanium carbonitride for extra protection as well as an understated look, it's made only better by Kershaw's SpeedSafe assisted opening. For though a torsion bar keeps the Cryo securely closed, a simple pull of the thumb stud is enough to have it open in an instant. The handle, too, is an exceptionally well-engineered piece, especially at this price point. Crafted from a sleek stainless steel and color matched to the blade, it measures a svelte 3.75 inches when closed. In order to provide users with confident spring-actuated operation, Kershaw has fitted the Cryo with a contoured ergonomic grip and a sturdy, lock-bar stabilized frame lock. In addition to keeping the knife simple and clean, it's a design that feels exceptionally comfortable in hand, naturally nestling in your palm with a pleasant heft. Even still, at 4.1 ounces all in, the Cryo makes for a hassle-free carry no matter the size of your EDC loadout, especially with the help of its 4-position pocket clip. So, while it might not be the fanciest knife on the market, it's nevertheless an excellent utilitarian option for those who can do without the flash and filigree. Subtle, sensible, and scrappy as can be, Kershaw's Cryo deserves a spot in every EDC enthusiast's rotation. While Spyderco makes any number of knives that are worthy of your consideration, the Paramilitary 2 is by far your best bet for a better pick. Easily the most sought-after offering in the Colorado-based knife maker's catalog, it's a blade that pairs tactical influence with cutting-edge materials in an American-made package that's ready to take on just about anything. At first glance, you can see that the PM2 is primed and ready for hard-use jobs. Measuring a whopping 8.3 inches from tip to butt, it comes with an aggressive, leaf-shaped blade and an elongated ergonomic handle. As such, the PM2 isn't a knife for those hoping to cut down on their carry. Rather, it's one for adding uncompromising utility to your setup. So, while it's over 4 times the price of Kershaw's Cryo, the Paramilitary 2 is an option that's more than worth the added premium. For starters, it's made right here in the USA using materials that offer a market upgrade in both appearance as well as performance. With the blade, for instance, you're getting a stout 3.4 inches of CPM S45 VN steel and Spyderco's trademark rounded hole near the locking mechanism. Along with giving the PM2 superior strength, the design also allows for effortless one-handed opening. In the case of the handle, Spyderco has spared no expense. Shot in a set of black, textured G10 scales, it clocks in at a generous 4.82 inches long. Besides giving the knife superior grip, you'll find that its extra length provides plenty of torque for performing those tough cutting tasks. That being said, the PM2's bread and butter lies in its compression locking mechanism. Developed in-house by a team of expert Spyderco engineers, it incorporates a leaf-like spring that acts as a wedge between the blade tang and the stop pin. In practice, such a combination makes the PM2 highly intuitive in use, yet also extremely secure in its deployment. If you're looking for one of the best EDC knives ever made then, Spyderco's Paramilitary 2 proves a strong contender. Between the iconic design, the top-notch construction, and the game-changing compression lock, it's a legendary blade that truly lives up to its status. Assuming you have room in your budget then, the PM2 is sure to serve you well for years on end. Taking the top spot in our bladed EDC ensemble is a name that needs no introduction, the Reeve Sebenza 31. Widely considered throughout the community to be the holy grail of cutting tools, the Sebenza acts as the benchmark upon which all other knives are judged. In other words, if you're a discerning enthusiast with some money to drop, this is the best blade for you. It's not without good reason then that some versions of the Sebenza are currently backordered by as much as 2 years. On the contrary, whether it's because of the knife's allure or the brand's unrivaled reputation, EDC aficionados can't seem to get enough of the thing. Much more than mere marketing hype, however, the Sebenza 31 is a knife that's truly in a league of its own. The product of 10 years worth of refinement, it took what was already popular with the Sebenza 21, the CPM S35VN blade, and the sandblasted titanium handle, and built upon them in the form of subtle but impactful improvements. For instance, it now features an upgraded CPM S45VN steel, a ceramic ball interface for added lockout stability, a shifted pocket clip for greater longevity, and a selection of new, single-piece inlays to give your knife some added personal flair. As such, it's best to think of the Sebenza as an exercise in EDC knife potential, from the premium materials to the Boise, Idaho-based construction to the aerospace-grade precision. Reeve has managed to create a blade that exudes perfection. It's a standard of craftsmanship that's evident down to the smallest detail. In fact, even in the click of the locking mechanism, the Sebenza 31 makes its quality readily apparent. A Reeve is less a one-time purchase then than it is an investment in an heirloom to be passed down for generations to come. All that being said, at 8.4 inches in length and 4.7 ounces in weight, the Sebenza 31 Large is certainly on the upper end of comfortable EDC dimensions. Depending on your carry style and your daily usage requirements, the small could prove the better buy. It clocks in at just under 7 inches in length and 3 ounces in weight respectively. Regardless of which size you choose though, know that the Sebenza 31 is a true cut above the rest. The Cryo, the Paramilitary 2, and the Sebenza 31 may have edged Benchmade's Bugout out of the top 3, but that's not to say that it's undeserving of your consideration. Far from it. The knife has commanded a cult following amongst the EDC community ever since it launched in 2017, and these days, the Bugout has become so popular that it's overtaken the Griptilian as Benchmade's best-selling offering. It's no wonder then that it's earned the editor's pick in our Best Knives Roundup. Because let's face it, as much an accomplished folder as it is an EDC phenomenon, the Bugout has made waves in the knife space on account of its all-purpose drop point design and its wide range of finishes, grips, and configurations. As such, no matter your intended applications, chances are pretty good that Benchmade can create a Bugout that's right for you. And besides, the base spec Bugout is pretty well equipped from the factory as it is, even without any added customization. Slim yet ergonomic, lightweight yet long-lasting, it combines a 3.24-inch CPM S30V steel blade with a 4.22-inch handle and a package whose versatility is surpassed only by its pocketability. At a scant 1.85 ounces in total, the Bugout barely even feels like it's on your person. Above all else though, the Bugout's standout feature is easily the access lock, a mechanism that was patent protected until only recently. By pairing a spring-loaded bar with a ramped tang and stop pin, Benchmade is able to create a knife that's ambidextrous in operation, unsurpassed in security, and self-regulating in its engagement. If you're ever in doubt about whether a knife is right for you, save yourself the trouble and buy a Benchmade. Headquartered in the cutting tool capital, the Pacific Northwest, and manufactured right here in the USA, it's a brand that consistently delivers when it comes to price, quality, and overall execution. No discussion of EDC cutting tools would be complete without at least an honorable mention of the James brand. After all, the Portland-based blade outfit has been rewriting the rules of knife design ever since it was launched back in 2011. Where most other offerings on the market are characteristically militaristic and often bordering on overbuilt, those from the James brand are comparatively sleek and refreshingly simple. Case in point, the Carter. Billed as the James brand's most advanced knife to date, it's a blade that balances a clean, understated aesthetic with some rough, adventure-ready functionality. And, in keeping with the brand's visual ethos, the knife incorporates a number of thoughtful design elements. Just take the trademark neon green thumb disc, for example. Beyond looking the part, it's a piece that allows the Carter to be completely ambidextrous and incredibly quick to open with one hand. Elsewhere, the James brand designed the pocket clip to be easily removable, attaching it to the handle with just 2 screws and including a lanyard insert for convenient, customizable carry. But let's face it, the Carter brings much more than a tidy appearance. It also boasts a solid construction. The 2.8-inch blade, being made from VG10 steel, offers the long-term corrosion resistance of stainless with the hardness of carbon. Sure, it's hardly the most exotic or the most decorative alloy on the market, but it's a solid material that'll last you day in and day out. As you'd expect, the handle is also a class act. Made from a combination of stainless steel hardware and grippy G10 scales, it comes in at a compact 3.7 inches. Beyond being unfussy and easy to pocket, it's super comfortable in the hand as well. Whether you're a newer knife enthusiast or you simply want an attractive looking blade, the Carter is an option that's sure to please. As is the case with all of the James brand's cutting tools, it's a drop point that puts its design prowess on full display.